right, good afternoon, guys. Hope you guys are some of you guys are coming from Lori's HIIT class, which is super awesome. Some of you guys are probably watching this later in the afternoon. Whatever time you are doing this, make sure again you are warmed up before getting started. This is going to be an ab blast. It is going to be 30-second intervals. We will have some rest today. If you came from Lori's class, I'm sure you're already warmed up. We're going to do a brief warm up for those of you guys who are doing this later on your own. If you don't want to do that, I mean, any warm up extra is just more beneficial, but if not, just get set up around you. You just need a nice floor space. If you need a mat, that's fine. I'm gonna also have, some of you guys are used to me using this in class. I have an ab mat. I do not expect you guys to have this. Again, rolled up mat, rolled up towel under your low back for any added comfort. Just again, pay attention to your limitations in class. I will have music on in the background. You're welcome to listen to it. If it is not your preferred music, please feel free to listen to your own music. All right, guys, let's go ahead and start off nice and gentle. Again, my name is Kayla. This is our ab blast class. I want you to take those hands underneath those shoulders, knees underneath those hips. Brace that core here, and let's go ahead and do some cat-cow. So we're going to round through that spine, tucking in that belly button, and then exhale, sink that belly button, open up through that neck. Nice and slow. We only have 6 core exercises today. We're going to do 4 rounds of it. So nothing crazy. I'm not going to throw any like surprise exercises at you guys. Sometimes it's nice to do 4 sets so you can improve on that exercise as you go. Last one here. Good. Let's go ahead and walk those knees back. Set those hips in line. If you'd like to be on your toes to make it more advanced, you can. Let's go ahead and do some shoulder taps. Just nice and easy. Let's do 20 shoulder taps. Keep that core nice and tight. Try to keep those hips as still as possible. Nice. Go ahead and take a child's pose for just a second. And when you're ready, guys, we're going to flip over onto our backs. Almost done with this gentle warm up here. We're going to take those feet, heels right underneath those knees, hip width apart, hands flat on the ground. We're going to do 15 glute bridges. I want you to go ahead and lift up, creating that nice straight line. Squeeze those glutes and set them back down. We want to keep our core nice and engaged that whole time. And go at a moderate pace here, 15. Again, if you're joining, this is just the warm up for our core workout today. Good. Once you complete all 15, go ahead and hug those knees in, small rocks side to side. We are about to get started, so again, make sure you've got your mat nearby, water bottle, if you want a towel to roll up underneath your back, because we're going to get started and go straight through. Alrighty, guys. Like I said, I will have music on in the background. Feel free to listen to yours. Let's get ready for ab blast. So we're going to go through all 6 exercises real quick to make sure you feel comfortable, and then we are going to start. So our very first one today are bird dogs. Most of you guys are pretty comfortable and familiar with these, but if you're not, hands are going to be under those shoulders, knees underneath those hips. We want to make sure we're not loosey-goosey or anything like that here. We want a nice braced core, and we want to always think about support. So again, those hands aren't out here, they're right underneath. Now from here, guys, you have a couple options because this is going to be 30 seconds of work. So you can alternate between sides. I'm going to show the easiest version is keeping that core tight, opposite arm, opposite leg, set it down, and switch sides. So that's going to be the simplest, easy version to start with. If you want to make it a little harder, you're going to lift, bring your elbow and knee toward each other. They don't have to touch, but you're reaching them in, back up, set down, and then you would switch sides. Make sure we're not curving in that back as we lift. And if you're like me, I probably am going to do 15 seconds on one side, 15 on the other. So without setting my hand down, a little more advanced here. I'm going to go straight from crunch to lift, 15 seconds one side, and then I'm going to switch halfway between. So those are our bird dogs. Our second one is a forearm plank. Pretty explanatory. I do want your guys' Elbows underneath those shoulders and preferably hands apart. Try not to grip here. So you can even do hands flat. You can do advanced on your toes, modified on your knees. After forearm plank, guys, we have our reverse sit-up. For those of you guys who are unaware, hands are going to go underneath our bottom, legs as straight as possible, and you're going to lift those hips off the floor and push those toes to the ceiling. If this is too hard on your low back, or it is just too difficult of an exercise, I want you to place one foot on the floor, one leg straight, and we're going to do single leg glute bridges. Not only will you get to fire your glutes as well, but we're still working our core. Same thing, you'll do 15 seconds one side, 15 seconds the other side. Halfway through, so next up we've got our penguin crunch. We'll go from that exercise straight to putting our heels flat on the floor, hands flat, relax our neck. We're going to exhale, tiny crunch, right back down. Okay, so this is just a penguin crunch. If you want to do a penguin alternating crunch or heel tap, as you might know them, you can also lift up, keep that neck up the whole time, and go side to side. It is up to you what feels most comfortable. If your neck doesn't feel supported, place those hands behind. Little crunches will be just fine. Then we have elevated scissors, so we're going to rock up. You can either be on your forearms or extended. Legs are going to be as straight as possible, and we are going to alternate those scissors up tall. If you prefer to be on the floor, that's fine, but we are going to start up here and do some elevated scissors. Last but not least is our butterfly crunch. So you guys will see me break out my little ab mat. This is where you can fold up a towel. You can either do butterfly, so feet are touching together, if you guys can kind of see your feet together, or heels apart. But we're going to come up and we're going to do a cross body punch. Nice and slow on the way down. Tap your knuckles to the floor, right back up. So we're going to have a little extra force on our core as we exhale and get those nice strong punches. So I'm excited. Let's get ready. We're going to do 4 rounds of this. It'll take up pretty much most of the class. We'll do a couple stretches at the end, and then hopefully you guys will feel that right together, okay? So we're going to get started with our bird dogs. I'm going to get my music on and timer ready. Remember, pick your method. Either just straight arm, straight leg, or add in that drive. All right, guys, 30 seconds work, 15 seconds rest. We got 10 seconds to get set up. I'm going to scoot this just a little bit. 3, 2, 1, here we go. So if you're doing it with me, I'm not going to touch the floor. 15 seconds on one side, keeping that core engaged, creating a beautiful straight line, or as straight as you can make it. Halfway, switch sides. Relax. All right, we're gonna go down to a forearm plank. If you want to make this one harder, guys, add a little hip tap. You can be on knees or toes. You got 5 seconds. I'm gonna do it on my knees. My arms are so sore. 2, 1, here we go.
Let's go.
30 seconds, but I am gonna make it harder on the floor. Bracing through those abs. Remember, the hip dip's optional here. Halfway. Try not to brace those hands together. 3, 2, 1, relax. We're gonna flip. We've got our reverse sit-ups. Remember, hands under those hips. You're gonna either lift or single leg glute bridge 15 seconds and then switch sides. 3, 2, 1, here we go. I'm gonna start with the advanced version. These are tough, guys, so you might need to take a few second break. We're halfway though. Two, 1, relax. All right, set those heels down. We have either our penguin slide crunch or our penguin alternating heel taps. Relax your neck. Got 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. You can even do half of crunches, half of alternating if you want. Exhale as you slide up, squeeze the top of your abs. Relax your neck. If you're feeling it in your neck, take your hands behind your head. Halfway. Roll it up. We've got our elevated scissor crunch. So again, you can be on your forearms or hands. Legs are going to be up and we're going to scissor. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Point those toes. Let's go. Make sure your back feels comfortable. If you need to, you can lower down to your forearms. Halfway. Three, 2, 1. Rest. Last one. We've got our butterfly crunch with a punch. Let's put that mat or towel underneath our back. This is a full sit-up. I said crunch, I meant sit-up. 3, 2, 1. Good. We're gonna bring it up tall. Cross-body punch like you mean it, nice and slow. Going down, tap, back up. Halfway. I'm going to give you a little bit extra time on this first round, just in case you were like, oh gosh, I want to grab a towel or something in between. But then after this, we are going to keep consistent with that 15 second of rest, even between all 3 rounds. So, that being said, make sure you're set up. I'm going to grab a quick little drink. All right, so by that 6th exercise, you should feel a little bit of tightening through that core, or at least that they're engaged. Maybe a little burning sensation. If you did it the first round, again, really focus on that muscle connection. Think about what you're doing and want quality over quantity, okay? All right, guys, we are starting back from the top with our bird dogs in 10 seconds. So again, you can take that rest between or go right into it. 3, 2, 1, here we go. I'm starting with my left side. 15 seconds. Make sure to breathe here, guys. Halfway, switch sides, unless you're alternating. Relax. Alright, we're going to go down to that forearm plank. Remember, arms are apart. You can make it harder with that hip dip or harder on your toes. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Alright, let's brace. Halfway, guys. Legs up in the air, but I'm going to do single leg modified glute bridges this time, half each way. 3, 2, 1. So I'm still bracing that core, but now I'm getting a little bit of glute workout in, and it's a little bit easier on my back. Halfway, switch legs. If you're doing glute bridges, knees, hands flat for crunches or up for alternating heel taps. Remember, brace the top of your abs, relax your neck. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Look up at the ceiling if you find yourself crunching your neck. Halfway. Scissor crunches. If you need to do flutters, that's fine. 7 seconds. 3, 2, 1, let's go.
Let's go.
Pull those shoulders away from your ears. If you can't make the full 30 seconds, that's okay. Take rest as if you need it. Halfway. Woo! I'm gonna go high to low. Relax. All right, sit-ups with a cross-body punch. Set yourself up. Let's get some mean punches. Let's work. Here we go. Halfway.
Yes.
All right, we got 15 seconds starting back from the top. We're on round set 3 here. We're gonna start back with those bird dogs. Now brace that core. 2, 1, let's go.
Let's go.
Gonna make it harder now, non-stop. Halfway. Relax. You can always take a little child's pose in between. We're gonna have a forearm plank stacks. You wanna make it even harder? Instead of doing hip dips, well, it's not harder necessarily, but you can add toe taps. You can change it up. 3, 2, 1, let's go.
Let's go.
Halfway, come on guys, we got this. You can always just hold them. Relax. Alright, flip it over. Reverse sit-ups. I'll do those single leg glute bridges again. 3, 2, 1, let's go.
Let's go.
If you're still doing those reverse sit-ups, I'm proud of you. I'm too tired today. I might try on the 4th round, we'll see. Halfway, switch sides.
Yes.
All right, heels elevated scissor crunch. If you noticed last time I started high to low, you don't have to do it. It's harder. If you want some variety, remember, don't sink into your shoulders. Pull your neck out. Let's go.
Let's go.
Halfway.
Yes.
All right. Full sit-ups with those cross punches. Here we go.
Last round.
Halfway.
Yes.
All right, on to our fourth and final set, guys. Let's do this. We got 10 seconds. We're going back to those bird dogs. 3, 2, 1. Let's go.
Let's go.
I want good form. I want great form. I know it's your fourth set. Watch that form. Halfway.
Yes.
Relax. All right, get ready for that forearm plank. You've got 6 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Let's go.
Let's go.
Halfway. If you find your back caving, drop to your knees. Relax.
Yes.
All right, reverse crunches or sit-ups. I'm gonna try the harder ones with you guys. You still can do single leg glute bridges if you want, though.
Let's
Go.
go.
I'm gonna take them nice and slow. Halfway.
Yes.
Relax. All right, penguin crunches. If your hip flexors are getting tired, you can always do straight leg with toes up if you need some bread.
Let's
Go.
go.
Halfway. Woo.
Yes.
Alright, 2 more exercises, guys. We've got our forearm scissor planks, or again extended. You can even be on the ground. We have 7 seconds. Let's
Let's
go.
go.
Halfway. 15 seconds. You're gonna give me some mean punches here on this last one. Let's go. Nice and slow all the way down. Alright, I want you to lay there on the floor for a second. I'll let you catch a breather. Good, we did so awesome. We actually finished a little early. So I've got a challenge for us. So right now, you just lay there, take a breath. What we're going to do in a few seconds, we're going to hold it for as long as we can, up to 15 seconds. We're going to do a hollow body hold. So, a little reminder on the hollow body hold. You should be shaky. You're going to brace that core. We're going to lift our legs and our arms, and we're going to hold. Now you're going to find a position that your pelvis doesn't tilt. You don't feel your low back pop up, so maybe your legs need to be kind of high, and we're going to hold it. We'll catch our breath, and then we'll do some stretching, okay? So let's get ready here. I'm going to put my timer on. All right, guys, get ready. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Breathe it out. You should be really tight here. Three, 2, 1. Hug those knees in. See, not too bad, right? A little challenge at the end. Hug those knees, rock side to side. If you got enough space near you, make sure there's nothing to either side. Replace those arms out. We're going to let our legs fall to our right side here. You can add your hand on top of your knee. Look toward your left arm. Good. Bring it back to center. Over to the other side. Good. We're going to gently flip over onto our stomachs. You can come up forearm or extended. Bring it up for a beautiful cobra. And take it back, child's pose. Walk your hands to the left side. Right hand comes over our left. And over to the other side. Good. Walk it into a seated position here. We're going to sit up nice and tall. You guys know I love finishing class like this, working on posture, pulling those shoulders back away from our ears, nice and tall. Brace that core, see how it feels. And then I want you to take that left arm outside of our right knee, gentle twist. And over to the other side, not too fast. Bring it back to center, right ear down toward your right shoulder. You can add pressure if you want. Look past that right shoulder. Chin down toward chest. Looking past our left shoulder. And last one, left ear down toward left shoulder. And relax. Alright guys, thank you so much. If you did both Lori's Hit Express and my core class, awesome job. That was definitely tough. But maybe you did her HIIT class today and you could do this another day of the week. Totally up to you. We wanted to give you guys that option. Let us know if you like combo classes. Please comment if you did the workout. Any more comments help us. comments, likes. If you don't mind just liking this video, we really, really appreciate it. Again, let us know what kind of classes you guys want, what you enjoy. I will be posting a mobility WOD later today, so if you need some stretching later in your day, stay tuned on our Facebook post, okay? Thank you guys.